Hey y'all, welcome to Emprezz Unbothered. If you're new here, my name is Emprezz, and this space is about unlearning what no longer serves us and becoming who we actually are without guilt. Okay? This podcast is for anyone who's choosing peace over chaos, boundaries over burnout, and clarity over confusion. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to be honest about healing, detaching, starting over, and learning how to pull back into yourself. So, if you're in a season of letting go, resetting, or quietly rebuilding, you're in the right place. So, let's get into it. Okay. So I created this podcast because I'm in the season of unlearning survival habits, unlearning over explaining, unlearning the belief that I owe everyone access to me. For a long time, I felt like I had to constantly explain my feelings, my boundaries, and my intentions just to be understood. But eventually I realized that constantly explaining yourself can become exhausting. Excuse me. So this space isn't about pretending to have life figured out. Because it's about being honest while becoming a better version of yourself. This is a slow space, a real space, and a safe space. Okay? Excuse me. Okay, so I call this the old belief. For a long time, I thought being understood was the goal. I thought that if I explained myself better, things would feel lighter. I thought if I just found the right words to say, people will finally understand where I'm coming from. And honestly, I spent so much time trying to make other people comfortable with my feelings, my boundaries, and my growth. I kept thinking clarity came from saying it more. But eventually, I realized that not everybody is committed to understanding you, especially when your boundaries stop benefiting them. Sorry, excuse me. So, I came to realize that and there was a moment that I realized something really important. Sorry. Some people don't misunderstand you, you know. They just don't benefit from the version of you that has boundaries. And that realization was hard because I care deeply, I reflect deeply, I overthink sometimes. I'm going to be quite honest. I think quite often. Okay, I call myself an habitual thinker. But at some point, I noticed that constantly explaining myself was costing me peace. And peace is expensive, but chaos costs way more. And another thing I realized was this. If I had to shrink myself to make you look better, or to make you feel important, or to boost your ego, then you're not really for me, and I'm not really for you. Because I realize that I make everything convenient for the person that I may be dealing with in that moment, right? So I had to unlearn the idea that love requires self-erasure. Excuse me. Choosing peace didn't look dramatic. It looked quiet. It looked like saying less, pulling back quietly, protecting my energy without feeling the need to announce it. And honestly, that can make people uncomfortable. Excuse me. But choosing peace doesn't mean you don't care. It just means you finally care enough about yourself to stop abandoning yourself for other people. I used to think being unbothered meant being cold. But now I understand that being unbothered really means being rooted. Excuse me. So, here is what I realized. I realized that peace started looking different for me. It looks like it looks like not responding immediately, not explaining every decision, not carrying emotional responsibility for everyone else. It looked like understanding that not everything deserves a response. And honestly, silence can say a lot. Sometimes silence is clarity. Clarity. If you ever send a text and the person don't respond, that's your answer. But silence is sometimes healing. And sometimes silence is the moment you finally choose yourself. So being unbothered doesn't mean to be heartless. It just means, and it doesn't mean that you stop loving people. It just simply means that you become rooted in yourself. You know, rooted in your values, rooted in your peace, rooted in what you allow and what you no longer tolerate. And once you become rooted, you stop feeling the need to chase understanding from people who were committed to misunderstanding you anyway. So, right now, what I'm unlearning is the need to constantly prove my intentions. I'm unlearning the need to over explain my boundaries. And I'm unlearning guilt. Okay. Guilt for resting, guilt for choosing distance, guilt for protecting my peace and my energy. I'm also learning that growth can be quiet. Healing can be quiet. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. So, I would like to say, if you're listening to this and you're currently in a season of change, let it happen. You do not have to announce your growth. You do not have to defend your healing. And you do not have to explain your peace to anyone. Some people are only meant to witness your growth from a distance, you know? And that is okay, you know? You are allowed to outgrow spaces that no longer feel aligned with who you are becoming. Let me include outgrow spaces as well as people. Okay. So, I would like to say thank you all so much for listening to my first episode of Emprezz Unbothered. This is just the beginning. We're going to talk about boundaries, healing, creativity, and learning how to be soft in loud worlds. If this episode resonated with you, please take a moment to sit with it, reflect, breathe, and honor yourself for choosing peace even when it's hard. Thank you for being here, for showing up, and for letting yourself grow. And I would like to say, I can't wait to continue this journey with you all. And remember, you don't have to explain your piece to anyone. So, welcome to Emprezz Unbothered. And may you all enjoy the rest of your day and be blessed.